Hello, hi. Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Resume Cake Lady, and welcome to the Cake Business Show. Sorry, I'm a bit late. I want to start a bit early, but you know how connection is. So I'm just sending a few invites I've just posted on Facebook and on my WhatsApp group. So we have to, so I just want to wait for a few people to come along so that we can spend the next 15 minutes. So I will teach you some much needed cakes business tips. So let me just adjust my chair. Okay. Because my sister, who is sometimes she watches my videos, she said, oh, I'm always fidgeting, I'm always moving. So I'm trying not to move too much, but I don't know. I'm always moving. So today's topic, so let me just start, okay, so that anybody can just join us. Let me just make sure that I am live. Let me just, so I can make sure I'm not talking to myself, because that has happened in the past. Then I have to start all over again. So just give me a few seconds just to make sure that I am being seen. So yeah, great. So let's get started now. So, and for the next 10-15 minutes, I'm just going to tell you some things you can do that you should start doing in your cake business. So, as I said before, my name is Resume Cake Lady, and what I do is that I help bakers, hobby bakers, any sort of established bakers, and I teach you through online courses how to have a profitable and successful cake business. And I deal mainly with Nigerian bakers. So, what are things do you need to do in your cake business so that at least you can be attracting more cake sales, be having more exposure to expand your customer base? I hope you're part of my subscribers list, because I sent out a post, was it last week? I sent out an email to all my subscribers, and thank you for all those who have subscribed to the Baking Business School. We're over 1,000 strong, and I thank you all for all supporting me in this journey. So I posted, because I always send a blog post each week. So I posted a blog post about being independent. And, what does being independent mean to you? I'm sure you have been seeing snippets of this post. And it's like, being independent is like being self-sufficient. You do not have to depend on another person for support or for livelihood. I mean, the definition of being independent is like, it's just not depending on another person for money, for your livelihood, for sustenance, and being free from outside control. That's why I'm passionate about helping women, to build their business, not only to build their business, but to start a business. I mean, there is nothing, being a woman is, you don't have to be downtrodden or be too, say, oh, I'm just because I'm a woman, I have to depend on my father, I have to depend on my husband, I have to depend on my boyfriend for all sorts of things. We have to be self-sufficient. Yes, it's nice if you have someone who's giving you all these things, but what if that person, pulls the rug under your carpet and you have to take care of yourself? What can you do? Will you start running from one uncle or from one relation to another? But if you have something going, no matter how small, because people think that, oh, for you to start a business, you need lots and lots of money. Believe me, when I started my own business, yes, I was still working, but I didn't remember, but it was so in minuscule amounts. I did not have money at first to go to baking school, but I went through YouTube. I was watching all these baking shows, so I had some sort of knowledge, and of course I had some sort of baking background because my mom used to bake, but she was not a professional baker. I mean, she just used to bake really nice. She had lots of these recipe books, but we didn't know how to. I didn't know how to decorate, like do like pipe and all that. But I used to bake. I knew how to bake like vanilla cakes, just all sorts of different cakes. So I had some sort of like background in baking, doing that. So for me to learn how to decorate, I had to go online until I was able to at least save some money for me to now go to at least a cake decorating school. And then with that, I was able to get some tips. And then when I got more money, I was able to at least travel abroad to go to a more to a proper baking school where I was able to learn all the culinary arts and of sugar crafts and piping and all that. And with that knowledge, I was able to at least start my own business, and I've never looked back since. So it's not like if you need a lot of capital, you need a lot of resources. Yes, baking, you need a lot of equipment, but at first I did not have a lot of equipment. I just had the basic starter kits, and I was able to build over time. Even now, I do not have all the equipment in the world. I mean, there are some things that I will say, I would love to have this equipment, but I know I'll be able to get it over time. So, so it's important for at least, whatever skills you have, it's not even just baking, but whatever skills you have, even if it's teaching. And I think it was even through baking that it now catapulted me to teaching, because I thought I was just going to bake, sell cakes and, eventually have a cake shop, which is still my dream, but it opened a whole avenue of another revenue stream where I teach people online how to, build businesses. And I also teach baking to, young, to school children. So, I mean, just this little skill I had, I mean, if I didn't pursue that, I wouldn't have, opened myself to having, multiple streams, to having at least more streams of income coming in for me to sustain myself and my children. So, I mean, won't you have, and today, in case you don't know, is the what do you call it, International Day of the Girl Child. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, it's just to give more exposure to girls. In the world, many girls are being subjected to many atrocities. Child marriage, child pregnancy. Domestic violence. All that. So I mean, it's good to have some sort of world where at least every child, at least we how will I say that we build because we rear our children, our girl children to not to think that they cannot do anything, not to think that marriage is the ultimate goal and then you just sit back and rear children. I mean, there's more to life than just marriage and all that. You can go to a profession, you can be anything you want to be, you can start your own business. So that's why I'm really passionate about teaching women and building women up so that at least you have some sort of livelihood, because so that nobody can just take you for granted. You're not just nobody can, at least if anything happens, you have your livelihood, you have a business you can fall back to earn the money that you need. I mean, so that nobody can just be talking nonsense to you. So enough of my talk. Let's go to the reason why I'm to the business aspect of this show. So today I want to talk about things that you can do in your business now that you may not have thought of, that will make you at least earn more money and be more independent. Because yes, that is what we want, to be more independent. We want our business to at least give us the much needed funds we need in order to do whatever it wants, to pay our rents, to pay our children's school fees and all that. So number one thing that you have to do, I've made a few notes here. Let me just bring it up. My internet is a bit slow today. Can you imagine? Let me just bring it up. Yeah, I'm coming. So I hope people are watching me and I hope you're listening. I know I sent the broadcast quite late. Oh dear. My window just went down. Okay, so let me just start. Okay. So I mean, one thing that you have to realize that when you have to realize that, first of all, is that you're running a business. So you're not running a hobby. Yes, well, if you're running a hobby, that's fine, but you have to just make sure that you're running a business. So you have to treat your business as a business as such. You're not a hobby baker. So because once people are paying you money, already money has exchanged hands, so this is a business transaction. So you have to be professional. So even if you're selling something at just maybe 1K, as long as money has exchanged hands, you can, whether it's your sister, your close friend, or even your spouse, you have to treat your business as a professional aspect of your life. So as a business owner, things become different. You have to have more structure. You are a professional baker, and you should see and portray yourself as such. Because if people don't see you, if people see you that, oh, this is just a hobby, you're not taking this thing seriously, they will not take your business seriously. So that is one thing that you have to do. You have to see your business you have to see your business and portray your business as a real business. So, and I've talked about things about, you have to register your business, you have to open bank accounts, to have like an invoice, have business cards and all that. Number 2 is that you should be selling cakes to people. You should be selling cakes to people that want your cakes. I mean, so what am I trying to say there? Okay. So maybe you are saying that, cake making, baking, there are so many people doing the same thing. You want to try something different. So you're trying different flavors. It's okay, I'll create a niche for myself and do like unusual flavors, like maybe things like peanut butter or beetroot or things like that, very unusual flavors that people don't really order. I mean, if you do that thing, down the line, you can now specialize, but at the beginning of your cake journey, you shouldn't be too specialized or try to think you want to create a niche for yourself, or you want to do like maybe avocado cakes or, something unusual. You should not really do that at the beginning, because those type of flavors they're not popular, and many people are not really the adventurous types. So it's best, especially beginners, just to stick, and even if down the line, just stick to the common flavors that people like and love. You should give customers what they want, not what you think they want. So please do the common flavors like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, lemon, and chocolate, real velvet, of course, because those are the things that will sell, that have a quick turnaround rate. So maybe when you become more popular, have built a brand name for yourself, you can now expand. Although you still keep your regular vanilla chocolates and whatever range, you can now expand to tell your customers, we have now expanded our range. We now offer like maybe peanut butter or, just unusual jelly flavored, cake products. So, but it's very important you do not start doing that unusual cake flavors at the beginning. So and another third thing you should start doing for your business, you have to keep track of your expenses. You really have to keep track of your expenses. Us bakers, we're always guilty of that. We always have a trouble with pricing. So we're always underpriced. We'll buy more products than we need, and we end up not making any profit. So you have to really keep track of your pricing. You have to track of what you're spending. You have to really form this habit of keeping your receipts, having a book, at least just a book that you use for bookkeeping. So you have a section for outflows and a section for inflows, and not mixing your personal money, especially when you're just a startup baker, when you don't have a business bank account. So you tell clients to put in your personal bank account. So, you should not use your personal money to pay for your cake stuff, because that's why it's very important to at least tell a client to at least pay some sort of deposits at the beginning. And then, you start building, and once your customer starts increasing, then you have some sort of funds to at least buy things in bulk. But at the beginning, just have a separate bank account. Even though you don't have a business account, maybe you have a savings account where okay, these are my cake funds. And whenever you're going to the market to buy flour or whatever, use that money. Another thing, before I move on, I have a bookkeeping training where I did a bookkeeping webinar some weeks back or months back, where I went in depth into the books you should keep as a baker, how to impute all the numbers. So if you want that webinar, just leave a comment and I will send it to you, because it's quite enlightening, and it's good for you to, even though you do not keep all the books that you need, it's good to have some sort of knowledge so that you know what to at least, what figures and what books you should have for your cake business. So I hope I'm not losing you here. Another thing that you should do, and you should start doing as a baker, is that you should not wait. You should not just wait for your customers to just appear. it is very important. I'm always talking about marketing. You should always market your business. Customers do not just, fall at your doorstep and say, oh, I want your cake. Yes, it's lovely they did that, but it doesn't happen like that. You have to go out there and find them. And that means you have to market your cake business to the hilt. You have to be on social media. You have to go out there, and not just being on social media. You have to go out there. You have to do research about what your customer wants and what type of cakes they want, what type of prices they want. And then wherever your customers are, you have to be there. They have to know you. They have to say, oh, that's the cake lady that did that lady's cake. You can't just rely on just word of mouth or being on social media and think, oh, that is marketing. Marketing is not that. Why do you think bankers always go from office to office? That is what works, because it's when they see you. Because people buy from people they know. They don't just buy from people they see on social media, because they're like, who is this one? I mean, yes, your cakes may look nice, but they do not know you. So they may think that, oh, maybe this is, especially if you have not built a brand and they see your cakes, they'll be like, especially when you don't have like a cake shop or something, a home-based baker. So people will be skeptical about, ordering a cake from someone they just see on social media. But if they have been seeing you, maybe you have an active social media presence, they have been seeing your face, at least that builds some sort of trust. They see that there's an image. You're not just like, maybe, they will think, for one night, or let's say you're selling birthday cakes, you do cake trainings in schools, you're just out there. They see you in church and they see that, okay, you're a baker. So you have to build especially when you start, you have to build that know, like, and trust factor, as I said, because people only buy from people they know. The fifth thing that you should be doing now for your cake business is that you should stop discounting your cakes too much and stop negotiating. Because I'm always saying that, oh, something discount. Once a potential customer starts complaining about your price or question whether you're questioning your pricing, and you start, I know we do that. That's okay. When they start saying, this thing is expensive, then you now say, okay, I'll give you something discount, or they'll say, oh, isn't there any discount? Look, I know, especially when you first start and really want to make that sale, you can give, you want to give a discount. But what I found out that when you give discount, you just end up giving discounts for everybody, and you just end up, eating into your profits. And what's the use of being in business and you're not making any money? I mean, you don't see. And baking cakes, especially if it's just you don't have any help, it takes a lot of work and time. Baking a cake is not just like you're just ordering something, and it takes time to bake, to decorate, to do. It really does take a time and take a lot of skills. So instead of giving discounts, say, oh, give me this discount, say, oh, I'm sorry, I do not give this. But what I can do is that I can offer you a few extras. I can give you like a free box of cupcakes. I can offer a free decorating a cake. I can decorate your table for free. I can give you a free delivery. Just try and pick out things. Just try and see. I mean, a good thing is that, oh, I can give you an extra cupcakes, because when you make a batch for a cake, it doesn't really take much extra, just like maybe 6 or maybe 8 cupcakes, because you don't want to set the trend that, oh, that you are cheap and that customers are bullying you for prices. You should try to take a stand and not, yes, sometimes you can give a discount, but it just depends on the customer. I mean, if the customer is ordering maybe a cake for a large amount, let's say 150,000, you can say, okay, I can give you a discount. But if it's like maybe they're ordering a cake for 6,000, 10,000, say they want discounts. Yeah, you shouldn't. So those are things that at least, that you can do right now, at least to make sure that you're more established in your cake business. Another thing is that sometimes you have to display some sort of confidence. Sometimes as bakers, sometimes we are unsure of our skills. We still see ourselves as a beginner or a learner. So like when we're describing our business, or when you're pitching to a customer about your business, you do not talk in a confident tone. And if you don't talk in a confident tone, of course, people will not take you seriously. They'll think that, oh, maybe they'll think, oh, maybe they're the ones doing you a favor by them giving you, by them giving you an order. So you have to own the conversation, you know, from the moment you pick up your phone, you know, you have to really own it. You have to give advice, you know, give ideas. So if a customer is saying, oh, I want a Mickey Mouse cake or something, you can say, oh, we can do this. You can, you know, we can add a buttercream layer with some fondant decorations, you know, make them feel that, yes, you know what, yes. I mean, you went to school, even if you don't go to school you don't go to school for baking, because somebody taught you. Or even if somebody not taught, because you taught yourself, and it took time for you to at least learn that skill. Don't see yourself as a learner, even if you're still a learner. Even if you are still, you know, you still have to go back and say, ask somebody to teach you this particular cake decorative technique, but you not portray that to your customer. Go with confidence. If they say, oh, I want a gravity defying cake, I want a 5-tier wedding cake with piping detail, with all this, they say, yes, I can do it. Although if you're a beginner, you do not start with wedding cakes, but you can get the general idea. You know, it's how you talk, it's how you portray your business that people will now see. It's how you portray your business that is how people will treat you. Also, maybe you're even scared of charging high prices. Why are you scared of charging price? You think that customers will run away. But if you know that the cake you are giving is high quality, you use very good high quality ingredients, the skills that you are using to decorate that cake is of top notch. You should not be afraid of charging a high price. Yes, you may lose some customers, but you have to be very confident in your skill that you know that cake is worth that much. You know, and they can sense it, that they can sense that in your voice. They say, oh, this cake, oh madam, this cake will be, let's say 50,000 naira. They'll be like, what? I say, yes, it's 50,000 naira. And then you can explain that, oh, this cake, because of the quality of the ingredients involved, the tiers, the skill level, it's, you know, you just have to build it, make them understand that, oh, this particular cake is going to take, just for the decorations alone, is going to take like maybe 5 hours, and for the cake is going to be another 10 hours. So time is money, my friend. So you can't just let anybody just saying that, oh, is it not just cake? It's not just cake. It is not just cake. You are a skilled professional. Would they go to, let's say Cakes by Tosin and say that, oh, I want to get 50,000, and then to start offering this stuff? No, because no, he has built that reputation that he's a high class baker. So you have to see yourself as that sort of person. So I hope I'm just trying to check that's okay. You're still with me. So thank you for those who are tuning in. I don't know, I can't see your names, but let me just check, because I can't check on my system. I have to go on my phone to know who exactly is watching, but I can't check on my system. Anyway, if you're watching, please just comment, just comments. I will really know that. I just comment just to say that, good job, well done. I'm not talking to myself. So the last thing I want to tell you about what you can do in your business, and what is the number one mistake of most bakers, that you are like a jack of all trades. I mean, you are one of those women. Yes, you are an entrepreneur, you're ambitious, you have multiple businesses. One year you are one year you're selling clothes, another year you are a makeup artist, this year you are a baker, another year you're selling clothes, you know, toys, or another year you are a network marketer. Such a thing you have to concentrate on. If you're a baker, you are a baker. Let people see you as a baker. Let people see you as a cake business owner. You know, because people just get confused. They say, look at this girl. And was it last year? Wasn't she selling clothes? Now she said that she's a baker. Now, wow. So don't confuse your customers in your profile. When people come across your profile, they know that this one has that this one is selling cakes. Not that one day you're advertising shoes, another day you're advertising something else, another day you're advertising cakes. You know, so you have to be serious in your cake business and stick to it, and you know, want to make a success of it no matter what. Then you should just let go of the other businesses, if that is what you let go of the other business, and then just concentrate on your cake business. So that is it. So that is it. So I spent, I've even spent like more than 20 minutes. So these are little things that you can do for your cake business. Of course, I mean, because of time, I can go in depth about, bookkeeping, about marketing, how you can brand yourself, how to increase your customer base. But of course, we will just be talking for hours and hours. So that is why this November I'm so excited. I am releasing this great course. I mean, this awesome course that is going to delve into each aspect of a cake business, so that at least you know how to plan, to structure, to price, to market, to brand your cake business. So this course is coming up in November next month. So, but right now I've opened the waiting list. So if you want to be part of the waiting list, I will leave a link. I will leave a link in the comment section where you can at least be on the waiting list, so that once this course is launched, you'll find all the details about the course and all the information relating to that course. So I will leave a link at the comment section. So for those who want to be on the waiting list, so at least we'll be one of the first to know when it's officially launched, where I'll go in depth into how to plan to structure your brand. I mean, all this. So once you have this information, you can now just go out and, I don't want to say much. Because then it will, spoil the surprise. But if you go on the waiting list, I have a free resource guide. It's a free resource guide. So it's a free gift to you when you go on the waiting list on how you can price your cakes and cupcakes, at least for profit, because I know pricing is a major aspect for most businesses. So that's why I've done this free resource guide. So please, I will, as I said, I will put that link at the bottom, so you can just click on it. So that is it. Thank you for watching. For those who stayed, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging on. Maybe next time I will come a little bit early, but better late than never. So thank you for watching. I'm Rotimi Cake Lady of Baking Business School. And I teach bakers how to run a profitable cake business. You can go to my website, which is www.bakingbusinessschool.com.ng, where I have tons of resources and information on how you can build and grow your cake business. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Happy caking and have a good night. Bye for now.